I did an embarrassing amount of research to finally land on this one piece of luggage. Hi, I'm John and welcome to UnPack'D. And while backpacks will be the bread and butter of this channel mostly, today I have something fun for you. I have the July carry-on. Now, I love backpacks, but sometimes it's nice to go through the airport with a nice piece of rolling luggage. Look how smooth that is. Now, July is a company from Australia that was founded in 2018. They did research on thousands of reviews and try to find the pain points that most consumers had with their luggage, and they developed this. Now, July offers a wide range of products. They have a scaled down version of this. They have even a light version of this for customers who were traveling like in Southeast Asia where the restrictions are really, really tight. They have beautiful checked luggage like trunks, the old school trunks that have a 70-30 split. They offer backpacks, they offer totes, they offer a whole wide range of products. But I did a lot of research and I wanted to buy a forever piece of luggage. And I spent about 4 months combing the internet, looking through luggage, and this is what I landed on. So throughout this review, we're gonna talk about the exterior, we're gonna go over the interior, we're gonna go over the features, the warranty, the price, and ultimately why I decided to spend my hard-earned money on July. So let's start on the exterior of the bag. The dimensions for this bag are gonna be with the wheels included. I'm gonna have 21.5 inches high, 15 inches across, and 8.5 inches deep. And the listed weight for this luggage, according to July's website, is 7.4 pounds. When I actually weighed it, it came in closer to about 8.5 pounds. And again, I'll put that weight right up here on the screen. So let's start off with this beautiful orange. So this orange color is what drew me to this luggage. It is a limited color. So July offers a bunch of fun colors, and they do limited runs and limited colors, and they're constantly changing. So this was a limited edition color that I picked up, but right now they have different colors. And if color is something you enjoy, July is definitely your brand. They have so many fun colors. So the base of this luggage is a aerospace grade German polycarbonate shell. What does that mean? I have no idea, but it sounds fancy and it sounds durable. Is it better than other polycarbonate shells out there? I don't know, but I like it. So along the corners here, you can see that you have these aluminum anodized corners. So going back to July's research, they found that most customers' luggage was damaged in transit immediately on the corners. So that's why they chose to add these aluminum bumpers. And this is my real luggage. As you can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I've got some battle wounds here. This was gate checked. And as you can see, shells pristine and clear, but I do got some road rash on the bumpers. So, I mean, based on their research, these are the immediate damage points, and that's why they're reinforced. The downside is being painted bumpers. They blend in nice, but when you do pick up some road rash from the airport, your nice painted bumpers are gonna be the first thing to get messed up here. Now, July does use Japanese number 8 YKK zippers, so that's good. If you don't know anything about zippers, YKK is considered to be the best in the business. They are not AquaGuard, they're not waterproof or PU coated, they're just a normal YKK zipper. They are color matched, as you can see, so that's another awesome little detail. They are color matched, but this isn't gonna be particularly waterproof or that water resistance. Even though the shell will be, your weak point is gonna be your zipper. Continuing along, the top here, let's see if I can get this in frame for camera number 2. Up top, you have the TSA included lock here. It is a combination lock that says TSA approved. You have the metal zipper pulls here, aluminum zipper pulls that are very, very nice. And then you have this top carry handle here. So I wanted to talk about these carry handles. So you see this, how it pulls out, and that allows me to get my hand in there real easy, but when I'm done, it resets back nicely. It pulls back, it has a spring back effect. And it has sliders in here to allow it to slide out and then retract pretty nice. And that's gonna be both handles, side and top handle. Now moving on to the wheels, July developed their own wheels. They weren't happy with the wheels that were on the market. Now, Himamoto wheels are considered the best. You're gonna find them on your most expensive luggages and your more premium luggages like Rimowa. Even the new Air carry-on has Himamoto wheels, but July developed their own. They call these the 360 silent move wheels. Now, they are a steel ball bearing construction, so that's what you want in a wheel, and they are buttery smooth. On the website, they specifically say that these are made to handle the cobblestones of Europe. So if you've ever been in Europe and trying to do rolly luggage in Europe, you know it's a bumpy ride, but they've tested this, that these work in the cobblestones. And from my use case, sidewalks, hotel carpet, airport escalators, everything, I've had no issues. These are the best wheels that I've ever had on a personal piece of luggage. They are covered by the lifetime warranty, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the review. But yeah, they went out and developed their own wheels. And I can confirm, carpet, sidewalk, this tabletop, super, super, super smooth. Something pretty unique to July, on the back here, we got two things. So the first thing is this telescoping handle. Now, that's not unique. Every roller luggage has a telescoping handle. What makes this one unique, as you can see as it keeps stopping, is that this is a 20-point telescoping handle. There are 20 levels of adjustment. So that means that this is going to be suitable for anybody of any height. Most luggage companies I've seen have 2 to 3 levels, and you're kind of stuck with those, but not July. There's 20 places that you can stop this luggage, and that's pretty cool. As you can see, there's not a lot of wobble. You get some handles that are real shaky. It is going to have a little bit of play, but this is a solid handle. It is aluminum. So on the handle, it is molded up top. It has a nice grip. You got the button here to move the telescoping handle in and out. And it's like rubber coated, so it feels sturdy. It's got a nice rubber layer on it. It feels like it's not gonna roll away from you. So this 20-point telescoping handle, pretty unique. Underneath this unique handle, you have a pretty unique feature also that not a lot, I've seen it on some luggages, but not a lot. You have this latch down at the bottom. You pop open that latch there, and you have a 10,000 milliamp rechargeable battery. Now, the reason it's removable, because in the event you have to gate check this, you will have to remove it. You can't check this, but they made it easily removable, so you can take this out, check your luggage, no problem, and then you can pop this into your backpack, your sling, or whatever. It's a pretty cool feature. It does have 2 USB-A ports up front and 1 USB-C. There also is a micro USB for charging, but the included charger that came with the luggage is USB-C. So that's pretty cool. While you're waiting at your gate, you can easily charge your device right from your luggage. And that just sits in there with the spring, it just pops right out. And it's got a pretty nice little spring, real easy. One click, done, close the lid. Now let's talk about branding. If you're not a fan of branding, you may want to skip to the next chapter. July likes to brand their luggage. Now, I'm okay with branding, and this type of branding is real subtle, but we're gonna get a branding counter going. We have July molded right into the face of the luggage, and you have it there, and you have it mirrored on the other side. So that's 2 branding right there. You have July imprinted on the handle there and there. That's up to 4. Then you have July, just to make sure you know, you have it on the first wheel and the second wheel. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 more pieces of branding. And then on your aluminum zipper pulls, you have July branded right onto there. And like I said, we're gonna keep a running total because the branding's not done yet. So let's go ahead and move into the interior of this July luggage. I'm going to pop the TSA lock and unzip. And then we're gonna move over to camera number 2. So now we're into the inside of the bag. As you can see, you're met right off the bat with this July branding in the middle. Now this is the gusset that holds the 2 pieces together so that they don't separate. This is a nice material. This is a leather accent with the July branding. On the opposite side, you have another leather accent with the July branding here. This is very nice. You have this seatbelt material here for the Y compression strap system, and that's meant so you can cinch down anything that's loaded below. We'll start on this side here. You have this mesh zipper area for one side of the luggage. Now this mesh is very, very durable. It's got a hefty weight to it. This isn't something that's gonna rip if you put something bulky underneath and you start, you know, poking it up. It's not gonna rip real easy. It feels real durable. It feels like it's gonna be able to last whatever you put it up to. Now, July does include a dust cover that you can store your luggage in when not in use. That's pretty cool. Those are the little things you wanna see from a piece of luggage at this price point. So that's a little cool inclusion there, the dust cover. We're gonna move that off to the side. On the inside of this side, you have this water resistant, stain-proof material, as July calls it, that's gonna line the inside of your luggage. Now this thing feels really nice, it feels really premium. It feels like you're not gonna be able to tear this very easily. As you can see on the inside, you do have the little well ports here for the wheels that kind of take up a little bit of the internal space, but that's going to be expected for any piece of luggage, really. So you have no additional pocketing or anything on this side of the zipper. And on this side, we talked about it briefly, you have this seatbelt material on their Y compression strap system. Now on the buckle, there was no mentioning of what buckle they're using. I couldn't find any branding, so I can't tell you if this is like Duraflex, you know, something you would want to see, a Duraflex buckle, but I can tell you that it is pretty beefy. It does feel very durable, and it should be able to hold, you know, anything you put under there down very well. So again, don't know the brand, but it feels really, really good. Now, this is July's compression sleeve here. You pack your stuff, you put this up top, and then you cinch it down. Now, this sleeve can be removed, but the compression straps cannot. On the front of this compression sleeve, you have a zippered pocket here, and July does include this little mesh pouch. It's the same mesh that you'll find here and here. Very, very, very sturdy. The reason for this, I guess it's like a little tech case that they include, and here is your included charger for your removable battery. Again, it is a USB-C and a USB-A on this side. It is also branded with July, so you know that this July cable goes with your July luggage or with your July rechargeable battery in your July pouch. There's going to be no mistaking about where all this stuff belongs. So we're going to put this off to the side. Underneath the compression sleeve, you have the same material that you find on the other side. As you can see, there's little J's for July all around the inside of that. So I already had pre-unzipped this to show you. This is the telescopic portion of the bag. Now, again, this is something you're gonna find on most luggage. It is gonna eat away at your internal capacity, but I mean, it's kind of one of those things you have to live with. So on this side particularly, not only do you have space being taken up by the wheels, you also have the space being taken up by the handle. So something to consider there. We're gonna go ahead and zip that up. So another cool inclusion is you have this little flat pocket here, and it comes with a laundry bag. Again, the laundry bag has a bunch of J's all over it. It's gonna be the same water resistant, stain proof material that July advertises. So that's pretty cool. You can use this as a shoe bag, you can use this as a laundry bag. Nice zipper there, and it has this button attachment there so that you can attach your dirty laundry to this button here and then compress the whole thing down when you're done. And when you're not using the laundry bag, you can easily fold it up and tuck it back away in the dedicated pocket that they provided here. Again, a nice little feature, something you want to see with the bag at this price point. It's an included shoe bag or laundry bag, however you want to use it. I thought that's pretty cool there. So let's pack this out. Let's say we're gonna go to Miami for a week. I have everything that I need already on the table, and we're gonna load out this luggage. Now your mileage might vary. This is just the way I pack, but just to give you an example of what this thing can hold. Again, this thing is advertised as 42 liters of capacity. It's pretty close, I would say, but we'll start on this side that has that telescopic handle hardware all in it. So it's like I said, it's gonna eat into your capacity overall, but for me, it's not such a big deal. I have the medium Thule packing cube, and this one I have, since we're going to Miami, and this one I loaded up swimming trunks. I got socks and underwears for a week. I got a couple of swimming trunks in there. That's gonna go, it fits nicely on this side. On the opposite side, I have another Thule packing cube, and this is the medium. Both of these are medium. As you can see, it fits pretty nice in there. On this side, I'm gonna have a week's worth of clothes. Like again, on this side, underwears, swimming trunks, everything I need for a week. As you can see, I still have lots of room. Like I said, your mileage may vary. You may not use packing cubes. You could probably fit more stuff in here without packing cubes, but for me, the compression packing cubes is more of an organization thing than a space saving thing at this point. Like I said, for you, you could probably jam some more stuff in there, but not needed for me. I like the organization of the cubes. So the 2 cubes, that's all I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and buckle in this strap there, use the leather pull and cinch that right down. That's in place. Once I got that all cinched down, I do have this pocket. I really don't have anything to load in there, but you could load additional flatter accessories, some documents, or anything you may need to carry on your trip. I'm gonna zip that right up, not needed. Moving on to this side. Let's start with, we're going to the beach, so let's take some flip-flops. We'll put those right down at the bottom. Now, I don't have a shoe bag. Do you guys have a shoe bag recommendation? I have a cheap one from Amazon that I've been using, but I'm not really happy with. So maybe in the comments, recommend me a shoe bag that I can try out so I don't have to load my flip-flops in there like this. But I'm gonna put them down at the bottom. We'll start there. Next, I'm going to put my gravel toiletry kit. I have my TomTalk T12 with all my tech and chargers and GoPro and everything I need for my trip there. We'll put that over here. And then once I get to my destination, all I need is my samurai sling for when I'm out and about. I'll load that right on this side. This I have an option to carry with me once I get to my destination. Again, this is something that I would actually pack for a trip to Miami. As you can see, I still have a lot of room. Like again, so this thing can hold more than what I need for a week. Finishing the load out here, I'll throw in my hat for the beach. So we're gonna zip that up. So now let's go back over to camera number 1 and get this thing closed up and see how that looks. All right, so we're gonna close this up. I'm gonna line up my zippers up top and plug them in to the TSA approved lock. Now, as you can see, everything fit in there very, very nicely. I had plenty of room. I could still add more stuff, but honestly, that's all I needed for a week trip to Miami. Everything's loaded out here. So let's get to why I chose July over all the other companies. So I bought this with my actual money. I'm not sponsored. I spent my real money on this. But if you do want to support me, maybe consider liking and subscribing if you made it to this point in the video. Maybe I can get a future sponsorship. Anyway, back to the luggage. I bought this with my own money, and there's tons of luggage to choose from. There's the bigger brands like Away, Monos, I mean, just of course Samsonite, your Travelodge, you have the Rimowas, your Briggs & Riley. I mean, there's tons and tons of brands that offer a lot of things. But here's the reasons why I chose to go with July. So first point being, number 1, aesthetics. Aesthetics are important to me. I know if you watched any of my other reviews, how I like a bag to look good. I mean, yes, it has to be functional, but I also want the bag to look good, especially once you start spending getting up there in price tiers, right? So the aesthetics. July's bags use an eggshell design that's supposed to be better for, you know, shape and durability. And I like the way the bag looks. They have fun colors. They have lots of colors to choose from. They have certain models where they have one color here and an off color on the sides. I mean, tons of choices to choose from. And it's a good looking bag. It sticks out. If I need to check this will be easy to spot on the conveyor on the way we're rolling out. Second reason why I chose July over all the other brands, I'm gonna be honest with you, clever marketing. I saw their marketing, it's clever. So I saw a video in particular where July went out into the streets. I can't remember if it was Australia, it might have been in the streets of New York, where they took this particular luggage out and a hammer, like a pretty good sized hammer, and a step ladder, I believe. And they challenged people on the streets. If they gave them, they said, if you could break this luggage, they would give you $20. So people walking by on the streets took shots at this luggage with a hammer, dropping it off a ladder, slamming it into the ground. I mean, tons of stuff, and then minimal damage. And again, I'm just a consumer just like you. I was really impressed with that kind of marketing where they had real life people out on the street just beating the crap out of the luggage and it was holding up. Reason number 3 why I chose July is the reviews. When I looked into other places like Reddit and especially YouTube, shout out to the channel It's the Kellys. That channel reviews tons of luggage and was instrumental in me deciding. She took her July luggage out into the street, slammed it, dragged it like her own personal luggage, and again, minor scuffs. That's all her luggage walked away with. Nothing broke. Her handle didn't break, wheels didn't break. So shout out to that channel. It's the Kellys. They review a lot of good stuff on there. Check them out as well. They were instrumental in me picking July. But yeah, the reviews are pretty solid. I was talking to people in the comments on YouTube, talking to people in the comments in Reddit, and overall, the reviews were good. Not only about the quality of the luggage, but customer service. The customer service was excellent. I had a conversation with somebody on YouTube where their handle had been broken by one of the airlines, United or something, because it hadn't been gate checked, and her handle broke. She reached out to July, and within a week, she had a brand new luggage at her door. So that leads me to the warranty. Now, July does offer a lifetime warranty, and it's gonna cover all the basics that you would normally see throughout the manufacturer. It's going to cover any manufacturing defects and all that stuff. But something I saw in the warranty, it says that it covers breaks and cracks in the polycarbonate shell, the aluminum, the wheels, stuff like that. But it didn't say like manufacturing defects, like did it come pre-cracked? So I reached out to July myself via Instagram and I asked them specifically, if the airline damages my luggage, will it be covered under the warranty? I made sure I used that language, and their customer service responded with, yes, it's covered. No matter who damages, it's covered it. So of course, I screenshotted it for receipts. I'll put the screenshot up right here so you can see that they told me straight out, it's covered. One thing to note with the warranty though, it's only to the original purchaser, and you have to provide a proof of purchase. So if you do pick up a July luggage secondhand off of Poshmark or anywhere else at the flea market, you're not going to be covered. You will need a proof of purchase. Now, July does offer a 100-day no hassle return policy, but again, there's caveats to that. You have to read the fine print. In order for you to return a piece of luggage within the 100 days, it has to be unused. So effectively, how can you really try and test the luggage within 100 days if it has to be new and unused? The best I could say is you load it up and you test it out on some carpet to not scuff up the wheels and see if it's gonna work for you. So again, it's nice that they have a 100-day guarantee return window, but the fine print kind of negates that, but saying that it needs to be unused and have all the tags and boxing and everything provided back with it. And they will charge you 20 bucks to return it for shipping. You have to pay your shipping on the way back. One more thing to note on the warranty is that the luggage itself does have a limited lifetime warranty, but the removable power bank only has a 2-year warranty. So that's something to note, that your battery is only going to be covered for 2 years under their warranty. So now let's get to the point. Is it worth it? And like I say in all my videos, worth is subjective to you. Worth is different for everybody else, but at the time of filming, this particular piece of luggage comes in at $295. And that's at the higher end of some of your luggage. Now, is it worth it? $295, I would say it's pretty close to being worth it. I chose July because I felt like this was gonna be a lifetime purchase. I also bought this and a check luggage, so that's something to watch out too. If you are looking at multiple pieces of luggage, you're gonna save money. July has sales all the time. Actually, we're in the month of July that this video is gonna go up, and July's celebrating their birthday month. They're having a 20% off sale right now. Now, I'm not affiliated. I don't have an affiliation link. I'm not sponsored. I'm just letting you know if this has been on your radar. They currently have a 20% off sale to the end of the month of July 2024. But even though some of the other luggage has better components, you know, like the Himamoto wheels and stuff like that, I chose July, and I think it's a good purchase. I think it's worth the $295 because of the customer service that I read. The feedback was really good. the lifetime warranty that covered airline damage, which is my biggest concern, especially with my other piece of luggage, the check luggage. This is a lot nicer, this is a lot cooler, this is a lot sleeker, the wheels are buttery smooth, and I felt confident about the purchase that I made, that this is gonna last, and if it doesn't last, at least I'll know that they'll stand behind their product and warrant it. Do you own July Luggage? Do you have any more questions about the July Luggage? Do you have something that you recommend better, that you think is better than July Luggage? Comment down below and just tell me, how do you get out there and use your gear?